channel, the CPA-fol YouTube channel, Bricklink Designer Program Series 8. Can you believe we are already into Series 8? I cannot quite believe it myself. Definitely some of the favorite, the favorite by far streams that I get to do each and every year. 3 times, is it 3 times a year? It's like give or take 3 times a year I get to do this. So exciting. It's another solo stream, one of my favorite solo streams I get to do. So I'm gonna be checking the audios, all that jazz on my own. Turn it. Sounds like volume might be a little high. I know you guys like the. I'm sure you guys like the music just as much as I do, but I'm just trying to keep it chill overall. You know, just want to keep it a chill, good time. People are pouring in, and just in case you did not know, just in case you were not aware, I am not sharing the screen yet. That's better. Started on the wrong page. Actually, I need to fix that anyway, so let me just do this real quick. Designer program. There we go. Well, let's go back to the one. I want to make sure to address the audience early on. Of course, right in the background, you can see Series 1 set right behind me. That's Series 1? It's got to be Series 1. It feels like it's so long ago. I remember I covered this pretty early on. No, that was Series... Man, am I tripping already? That was Series 2. That's just how far back we are. It's wild. All right, I'm going to calm this music down a wee little bit. There we go. And did I already say it? Life is going at 1,000 miles an hour right now. But in case you were wondering, this is the 2-year anniversary of the CPA-fol YouTube channel today, to the day. I remember when I finally got the guts to put this thing together, to hit create new on that YouTube website, on my YouTube account, all that. Oh man, so long ago. I remember back then, it's so weird to think of a time before being in the LEGO community like I am right now, like I have been with all of you. And so it's, yes, thank you so much, Amy, Lightning Lord. Yeah, that's the other thing, is we're always lagged a little bit. You know, there's always that lag that kind of goes into it. Are my headphones on? I don't think they're on. I don't think I had my these headphones are supposed to be fancy, and they're supposed to... Ah. That's better. Now it's like super boosted into my ears, which is how I prefer it to be. I like to hear every little bit that you guys are hearing, just to know that things are doing fantastic. Love seeing everyone pouring in chat. Of course, we got Coop. Intern, he's stuck at intern. Can you believe it, guys? Everyone, he is stuck at intern, and there's absolutely no going back. It's unfortunately how it has to be. No going back for him. Alphonse, I know you weren't here last time. I know you've got a couple designs. Alphonse and King Oldendorf, our resident designers that like to show up in chat. Appreciate you all. Delusion Brick. Whew. I saw Delusion Brick's post earlier today on Instagram. Got a little sneaky peek. Little sneaky peek on his design on Instagram. I hope you all are following him there to see his reveals firsthand. Who else we got? Jonah Young. I remember you. They're pretty early, if I recall correctly. Your coverage of the BDP is always so fun. Thank you for doing it. Appreciate those kind words. Oh, yeah. Isn't that funny? We were talking about the Alchemist Cottage that you created, and another alchemist set got chosen. So turns out you were on the right path. You're in the ballpark, literally, with your design. But the other designer, of course, he was pulling at the heartstrings with that very strong inspiration from the medieval workshop, which was still a beautiful design, of course. So while I'm yakking real quick, I do want to, and just to let you all know, I have yet to look at any designs save Mind the Brick on Instagram and Delusion Brick on Instagram. I have yet to see any submissions for Series 8 of the BDP. I'm very excited to get into those today. So without further delay, I'm going to do something I haven't actually done before. I'm going to take a drink of water. Stay hydrated. But you all will have to let me know, because I think it will be best to try a different style of video, because my thing is where I'll guess the 5 finalists for the BDP, and so far I have been very, 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 very wrong, and I don't like being that wrong every single time. Of course, I have kind of gotten them in retrospect. Like, I was super high on the art shop. What was it from series 6? The Art Factory. I was super high on that. What was the other one? Obviously, Adventures in Transylvania. Everyone saw that coming from a mile away. Sushi Project, when that one was first revealed, I was very excited about that one. And then Walt, the little robot. Very excited, about those two. They weren't selected in the series I had predicted, but they were eventually selected. So I'd like to think I'm not always so far off. But that being said, yeah, so Stickler, we picked one right last time. We picked the sushi market. Yeah, so for me, at least personally, when I was brave enough to put it into a video, it did not get correctly chosen. So I don't know if I can entirely count that. But what I'm going to do first, and like I said, I haven't done this before. Yeah. Amy says you're ahead of your time with your picks. Yeah, like, it just takes a little bit for people to catch up. The voters, they need some time for some of these submissions to marinate. And they have marinated, Walt. And honestly, I'll be honest. The boat, the frigate that was chosen in Series 7, that is one that when I first saw that, I thought, this is absolutely amazing. This has to get chosen. And that was back in Series 4 or 5? So that one's been in the cards for a while. Stud City in the house. It's BDP season. Yes, it is. I saw you posted on Instagram on your story, Cristo, but I'll be interested to see which video, or in your video, which ones you'll be picking. Depending on how late this goes tonight, of course, they typically go about 3 hours. I will try to push out a video tonight. I don't think it's necessary to make it as edited as maybe I typically do. Of course, typically it's very lately edited. But even so, I don't think it's necessary to go that hard, just because, like, the demographic that looks up the BDP, I do not think they care that much about some of these designs, or some of these, pardon, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to do two things at once, and it's clearly not working. I don't care too much about the edited videos, so I don't know if it's entirely necessary to go all out if it's not going to change how the video performs, if you catch my drift. So what I'm doing right now is I am choosing... I'm creating that little pie graph of the breakout of submissions. And then I'm going to compare it across several. Space and sci-fi. Oh, Rich. Oh, Richard. You dog. That is a beautiful design. So we're putting those together at 62. What a nice little sneak preview there. And our last one is going to be vehicles art at 48. So a total of 385 designs. Here's your breakout. Total of 385. Well, let's zoom in a wee bit, shall we? Gotta make sure it's clearly visible. Surprise, surprise. Castle is number one. Although, let me just do this so you all can see it a little more clearly. We'll go that, and then I have Series 7 here from the last video. Castle is 28, so Castle is taking a little bit of a dive. That is very interesting. Building is 20%. Building has dropped again. So where's the difference coming up here? I'm very interested to know. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have these in two separate tabs. Boop-a-doo. Oh, I'm sharing tabs, aren't I? I should be sharing screens. That's okay. Series 8, Series 7. And now you're seeing the exact wrong thing. You guys are seeing the music that's playing. That's not at all what the intent is. So let me change it back for a second. There we go. So this is Series 7. Castle 28%. Building at 20.5. Dropping. That is crazy to me. Dropping to 15%. Floral Nature at 10. Jumping. Floral and Nature jumped to 13.6. Space and Sci-Fi about the same. Pirate dropping. Where? I'm honestly confused because we have more submissions but less from Castle as a percent. Actually, I'm gonna try this. Let's do this. We're gonna get super nerdy here, everyone. This is basically what I do for work. Analyzing trends and patterns. So we have, and of course this is gonna be Series 7. Let me know if you guys find it. If you guys find this super boring, I can do this outside of the stream. I'm just kind of doing it because this is like my process. This is my process here, so I want to kind of bring you along with me. So we're gonna do this minus this, and it's gonna tell us the change. Okay. So Castle goes down, Building goes down, Floral goes down, Space Sci-Fi goes up. Okay. Okay. Pirate, while the percentage of Pirate in history went down, the submissions skyrocketed. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. Gotta check our data. Sure enough. Oh no, did I type it? I had a... Yeah, so there have been 20 more submissions. So that's where a lot of the difference is. These bottom categories that typically don't get submissions are making up that difference by a lot, which is kind of crazy. Some 41. Oh, you can't see it. All right, so I'm speechless. As you can tell, I'm speechless. But getting that kind of insight, for me at least, is really interesting to see kind of what goes into each category. So I hope that was intriguing to all of you. with that being said, let's get back into it. As typical, I'm gonna turn the music down. I think the music is still a little too loud. Let me know if you think it's fine. All right, let's get that down a wee bit. And then head back into the old chat. There's Rich. Good to see you, Rich. Mad Dad Bricks as well. Another designer. 2, 3, 4 designers in the house. Jonah says, pretty interesting how there are more train submissions than all other types of vehicles combined. You actually just made me want to reopen the thing, but it's already there. It's already there. Does look like Castle is under a third of the total submissions, whereas last series it was, yeah, no, wholeheartedly agree. Very interesting. I feel like Castle is one of those ways where people base their chances on what last series did, which is just a horrible way of doing things. The previous series isn't going to determine whatsoever, honestly, what determines what will be this series. It really has little to no bearing. Amy says, if it is in Castle, is it also in Building? No. Castle and Building are very, very separate, which is evident by my summation. So I keyed in all the categories, and I totaled to 385, which means we're good. So unless there's just some crazy crossing that's going on that I am not aware of, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Ryan Carson says, the pirate theme is my favorite theme. Coop, I did that right out the gate when I introduced all the members, or all the first people in chat, because you're the first dude in chat. Speaking of, Coop brings up a great point. If you enjoy these Bricklink Designer Program streams and you want to be highlighted a little more often, as we're over 30 viewers right now, which is absolutely crazy. Speaking of, if you haven't liked the stream, make sure you give the stream a like. Cost you $0 and 0 pennies. So go ahead and give that stream a like. It'll get more people in here, get more interaction. It's just all around, it'll be a much more enjoyable time for everyone. And that being said, if you're not a member and you want to be a member, you get that cool little logo. That I feel like some channels, they have the standard YouTube member logo. I went all out day one, right when I got monetized for members. I said, I want my members to have their own unique logo. So that is my logo. And I might actually change it. I might actually go back and change it. It's a brick right now. I might change it to a CPA logo. I feel like that could be super fun. Because, of course, this was in the very, very early days of the channel before I rebranded to more CPA oriented. So let me know if you feel like that's a little better to be the CPA logo. I can go back through, recolor all those. But that might be a lot of work. That might be a lot of work to do that because I'd have to recreate them from scratch. But that's okay. Clever Pig says, I love the brick. Of course, another member in chat. Keep it clean, boss man. Keep it clean. Positively. All right, so I did make a promise to some people in the Brickhound Discord. If you're in the Brickhound Discord, I might be hopping in there to chit-chat about some of these designs. Looks like they haven't gone live just yet. Where are you? Where is you? Where are you? Where are you? So I'm going to unfortunately have to shove 2 earbuds in because that's just how it be. I also will have to let them know. One sec. This is really where the fun be. You can hear me, but can I hear you? That's the other question. Okay. So unfortunately, I won't be able to share my screen because I've kicked it over to, it's on YouTube. So unfortunately, I won't be able to share, but I figured if we're just talking through, yeah, or that works too. Okie dokie. So I'm going to start out on medieval and castle. I got you, KO. I got you. I'm going to sort from... Where are we going to sort? Size. Largest to smallest. I feel like that's always the move. Oh, look at that. Alphonse is right up top. Is that you, Alphonse, in chat? Is this your design? 4,000 parts. Love the roof. The roof tiling looks fantastic. I love that technique. And I also love the kind of that chattel style, similar to the Tudor corner. Tiled off floors. Little attic. Okay. It's almost like there. Is it a courtroom? Yeah, it's a courthouse. Interesting. It looks pretty monstrous. Like it has to be with 4,000 pieces. It's what an OG. Gives us dimensions. Fantastic. 16 by 14 by 16. I am guessing is that 14 inches high? No, that has to be 16 inches high. Mad Dad says you have to scroll a fair way to find a castle under 4,000 pieces. So it sounds like there weren't a lot of interesting. See, I would have sort of expected more. Ooh, Dustmark is back. $4,000 as well. 16.3 inches tall. Nice. Wow. I'm getting a lot more than... I'm getting about... So far, I'm getting 24 4K part castles. Yeah, the whole first page is 4K part sets. So I'm wondering if... Let's see, medieval markets. I don't think it is. It might just be like 38. Let's see. Medieval market. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, chat, let me know if, like, our $400, or we'll say $350 to $400 castles, like, is that... Are you still willing to shell out for that? We got any castle fans in chat? Very... Okay, so I'm just going to have to start clicking through stuff, or else I'm going to be here for ages. Mountain Kingdom was here last series. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if people are getting castle fatigue just a little bit. Ooh, this kind of, yeah, Eastern Alliance screams kind of classic castle. I do like this one, yeah. It kind of reminds me of a medieval, seaside medieval market. Just not seaside. Yep. Yeah, I still love this one too. It's so unique and it's kind of refreshing with that purple highlight instead of a blue or a red for those classic or more readily available factions. So I do really like this new take on it. Not many unique parts, which actually could help keep the cost down a bit. Okay, Studlake says best castle set this round is the Jousting Tournament. Ooh, Scarlet Bastion, still a solid one. This, I can't tell if the design changed from last round. Gilded is fun. Ooh, something I will have to make sure that we do is check to see if there are any usual suspects as far as designers go. Okay. Medieval Tavern is... Ooh, I really like that roof. That is super unique. Oh, and it slides open like that. Wow. That's pretty cool. Love that roof. Castle on the Rock. Medieval Cathedral. Fallen Lakeside Fortress. Interesting. Brickwork is a little samey. Straight up facade. Straight up facade. What else? Oh, classic castle. Interesting. That is very colorful. Oh, that is funny. That is crazy. What is that? Is that a T-Rex or a dragon? Classic dinosaur. There you go. There you go, folks. That is a very classic dinosaur. Abandoned castle. Night Lord has like 6. Interesting. I think we looked at this one last time because the title Abandoned Castle just sounds familiar. Red Rose Castle, interesting. Island Castle. Right now, I'm just looking for ones that that stand out to me. They have to stand out. I do like the Crooked Wizard Tower. It's a little different. Actually, I haven't voted on it yet. I'm actually not even signed in. That's a problem. Let me sign in real quick. Sort of need to sign in. Talking about the Crooked Tower. Ooh, that's actually a good call. It looks like it's open back. I think... Oh, no. Yeah, that's pretty nifty. Mm-hmm. If I had to guess, I'd say this is the same designer that did the tower from the last one, but I can't say that for certain. Another member, Riley, great to see you. I know you're a big BDP guy, right? I'm pretty sure in some voice chats we're always going on about the BDP at this time of year. Great to see you in chat. Oh, yeah. Riley is Mr. BDP. Which one, Dark Manor, is that? Wizard Lodge. Gothic City Square. A little too gothic, I think. Okay. Yeah, this one might be too gothic. Okay. The roofs are a little rough. Little bland. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. It doesn't stand out to me too much, unfortunately. But it does have a lot going on in a good way. Medieval fishing village. Interesting. That kind of feels like medieval fishing village. Kind of feels like the Tortuga, the Pirates of Tortuga thing. Just medieval version. Yep. The herbalist, interesting. Ooh, actually, Deep Forest Headquarters. With this, the Sleepy Dragon Inn feels like classic castle. Wow, this, how many pieces? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Riley says, have you covered the Scarlet Bastion yet? Yeah, we looked at that one, but since I went pretty in depth on that one last time, I didn't spend too much time on it. Obviously, same thing. Looks fantastic. Beautiful coloring. Would be interesting to see it in person, because that's one thing I will say about Adventures in Transylvania. Seeing that in real life and not in the wonderful rendered photos kind of brought it down a little bit, unfortunately, to me. Partially because Sleepless Nights does such... he does such a good job with those renders that seeing it in person, it doesn't pop as much, and it's not as kind of mysterious. This one is interesting to me. It intrigues me, but it's 3,000 parts, so paying $250 at least for this thing is, I don't know. Ah, Nicolas Callier. He is hunting for that win. He is really looking for that win. He was in series 1 or 2 as the yeah, he was Parisian Street, and I think he had, yes. So he's got another shot for 2025. Ooh, it looks like he combined his design of the Viking boat and then made it into a... Was it a different person? Got it. No, this might be the first one I give a love it. It is, and I'm also wondering, why is this one under... I guess Viking technically is medieval. I guess it is. 2982. Depending on the size, I mean, it's unique. It's very unique. It looks like it's got a good solid size. I'm sure they would give more minifigs. You get a goat and a sheep and a lamb. Let's see the back. Oh, shoot. You're right. There are modular pins on the back. I wonder how he got away with that. I guess because it's not your typical modular. So you're not kind of infringing. No one's going to confuse this with an Icons modular set. That's for sure. Hey, Papa Rex. Great to see you in chat. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Trap door. Yeah. I think it just leads down to the first floor, or nowhere. Maybe it's just like a. So then it's just like a 2-stud deep. It's a 2-stud deep. Yeah. No, I really like that one. Exactly. I really like that. Tournament grounds. Crystal Keep. Okay. Oh, probably not. That would surprise me. Yeah, I don't think that one's not doing it for me. Coastal Keep. Agreed. But not Ancient Troll Forest. That one's new. I don't know if it has what it takes, though. Don't know if it has what it takes. Oh, I do see it. Let's see. Glass. Okay, we're getting another workshop. That'd be funny if we got another workshop. Yeah, that roof is a little rough with those grill pieces. But it does. What was the other one called? Was it called a shipyard or was it called? Yeah, it was called Viking Shipyard. This one does feel more like a shipyard. Clearly they took inspiration from this tree from the Bilbo Baggins Shire set. Because we all know that was fantastic. Huh. I'm not sure. That's a good question. ACOP says, they got any of them roly coasties this time around? Oh, that's a good question. They might. I haven't looked through all of them yet. Stickler. That tree is way better. This time around, we have another workshop. We have another workshop set. So we've got the Alchemist Workshop, the Medieval Workshop. Now we've got the Glassmaker's Workshop. Interesting, interesting. I don't know if it has that pop. I don't know if it has that unique color pop going on with it to get there. Mad Dad said Soul Keeper's Sanctum. So which page am I on? Page 3. We'll pull that one up. $3,200 parts. Whoops. Man, that is expansive. Cellular tower. Nice. Holy cow. This is a lot of minifigs. The Bone Dragon. The Bone Golem. It's super unique, and I love the green accent. Oh, you can hide this. I love the green accent. Green is my favorite color by far. So I'm always a sucker for green. Ah. Skeletons don't count towards the minifig limit. Nice. Clever Pig says, taking the wolf pack to the bone zone. Darn right. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. What? I thought I was logged in. Apparently I was not logged in. All right, let's go back to page 3. A lot of, like you said, a lot of samey. Oh, here's something new. Medieval tournament. Ooh, I could see this doing well. Yeah. This might be the one that Stud Lake was talking about. Oh, there is another jousting. Let's compare the two. Ooh, Machine Workshop. So just under 2,000 pieces, 1,200 pieces. So this is more, the smaller one is obviously more compact. Distracted Builder, that name sounds very familiar. I've definitely looked at some of his designs, or he's won before. But I do say, the bigger one, I feel like it's just a pinch better because you get the ancillary builds. Siege encampment. Yeah, I can see that. I will say, though, however, this dude knows how to build trees. This tree build is fantastic. It's amazing. I love that tree. And Stickler says it feels more cohesive. I agree with that as well. Am I about to get canceled? Is he trying to cancel me with that? I really hope I don't get canceled for that one. It's Jover. It's Jover, everyone. Oh, we got injured. The smaller one is 1,200. So it'd be about $100. This one would be about 160, give or take. Machine Workshop. Really, Stud, like, you want the smaller one? Really? Interesting. It feels too... Okay. Who called it out? Clever Bricks called it out. The Technic canopy, that is fantastic to get the alternating parts. That looks amazing. I will admit that. That is wonderful. But my money's on, I'll say I like it, the medieval tournament, even though I will not buy it. No way I'm buying it. Another workshop. Not bad. 1,800 parts. I like the layers. What's the name of the machinery that shoots the giant crossbow bolts out of it? Yeah, ballista. This one's got a ballista. Musicians and Merchants, the Black Keep. Oh, a mounted castle. Interesting. And then we just drop off to tiny castle builds. Sand green castle. I dig it. I dig it. But it literally is supposed to be mounted, and I feel like most people will not go for that. Just because it does have to be mounted. Uh-oh. What's the license build? So you're looking at trains now? Or which one? Mm-hmm. I'm just going to spin through trains, see if anything sticks out. Oh, weird. Oh, I think when you, if you're in the latter part when you're on the filter, it'll put you in the latter part when you change to the other filter. But we will sort by size. Oop. Blue train, okay. Railway station. Santa's train workshop. Nothing is, yeah, like. I mean, Cherry Liner obviously looks just as great as it did last time. Wow, these two are basically, why did this guy uploaded the same thing twice? Just like a little alternate. 3 times. Wow. Let's see what. Oh, that's a fun little trolley crossing. Railway retreat. Oh, there it is. Yep, he like went large, medium, and small. Epic. Nice. Okay, so there were a couple submissions in trains that intrigued me. Wood Brick Freight Depot. Of course, this is by Mind the Brick, who has old train engine shed. Very similar style to her old design. Very clean building design. Really do enjoy that. Oh, I love that roof. Wow. How did she get that design? That is. Oh, I'm still confused. That's a really solid roof design, though. Technic lift arms. Oh, maybe this will be a better. Technic angled lift arms is what Mad Dad says. And then Delusion Brick says slopes, big ones. Big slopes. Solid design, solid design. Trolley crossing. This was a simple one. I find it cozy. Sort of like a diorama vignette. I'm not sure if it's enough to really get the crowd going, though. Water Leaper says, how many train stuff won so far? The train engine shed, the elevated train log rack, and the Wild West train is the other one from Series 4, if memory serves correctly. Yes, it does. Railway retreat. Once again, there was a similar one. It was like train diner or something like that. 5427 for that black roof. Let's see. Really, that Technic panel curved? I don't know about that. It wasn't that curved, unless you're talking about a different roof and not the train roof. Yeah, really. Let's see how big this. Okay, 1,700 parts. That's gonna make this one $140. Agreed. Yeah, if this one was like $100, would be a better price point, but it's a little steep. 1,200 parts signal box. I like the little building design. It's very clean, very homey, very cozy. Obviously, the masonry brick is great. It's great. The slate incline. Which set is that, Jonah? I love that building. That building design is great. And that's all she wrote for trains. Narrow gauge slate incline. I designed that one. Okay, okay. Which category? I'm going to go on to vehicle, boat, airplane. Yeah. Oh. Gauge slide. Oh, look at this one real quick. 2,000 parts. Oh, interesting. Little water. Looks like water at least. Oh, I'm sure that gap is fun to for the rail cars to mind that gap there, of course. Oh, I like those stairs, the railways. Nice, nice. I dig it, I dig it. Okay, okay. Go back to vehicle, boat, airplane. Do a quick jog through these. Look at that seagull with the clip. That's funny. No problem, Jonah. A pelican, is it? I never did meet a pelican with a orange beak. Let's see what they say it is. Oh, man. They need to work on their pelican scales. If the CPA-fol couldn't tell it was a pelican, clearly it's not enough. Oh, that's unique. The race bike on an indoor trainer. Oh, I meant the race bike. Hot air balloon. No, but that also is unique. Oh, I love the clouds. Oh man, actually, this might be a sleeper. Oh. Chat, let me know if am I off my rocker on this one. This one is pretty nifty, and I do like the these are seagulls. It is 876. I'll tell you what, it's for me actually what really sets this apart is the clouds. The clouds really like set the mood for this set. Just oh yeah, no, and the shaping of that kind of I glossed over that just because like inherently it is awesome. I like the little bird designs. It's so simple yet so I don't know, like it I feel like that's when Lego is at its best, is simple yet clearly communicated. That's when Lego does really, really well. And this absolutely nails it. Like these clouds, they're so, you just get a sense of how fluffy they are. They just look like pillows. And it's a beautiful part size. Give me about 60, 70 bucks. Would look beautiful on your shelf or anywhere. I see this. Whoops, I accidentally changed my vote. I see this being next to the piece by piece Pharrell Over the Moon set. It's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, no, it doesn't necessarily help it, but it just kind of like an official Lego set came to mind when I looked at this set. So I feel like that can only be a good thing. All right. Hey, did you see who's back on the block? Canal Houseboat. Jonas Krum is back on the menu, and he's got another mushroom house in there, so I would be remiss to not choose that one. Ooh, Clever Pig, you see this one, the V6 hybrid engine? I'm actually, well, okay. I'm a little surprised this got chosen because it's a straight up engine, but I think the fact that they made it a hybrid is the only reason it got picked. Instead of like a V12 diesel gas sucker smoke puffing engine. But I'm still kind of confused why this one got through. Because it's like just a straight up engine. Huh, interesting. If it wins, I can only imagine it will get some flack for winning. Well, this one's interesting. I really like the flame work on this vehicle. Holy cow. The flames in that brick, the brick built walls, that's actually low-key crazy. Wow. I'm loving those flames. Oh, TLG. TLG is an awesome designer. Wonderful designer. TLG is the designer that made the black dragon, the giant brick built dragon. So King's Creation, he throws like 12 designs up against the wall, and he's won several times. Superhighway. Interesting. Superhighway and Road Zipper. 2,700. So little steep. Wow. This would look great in a city. HOV lanes, 10 traffic cones. Yeah, for people with the city that want to get super real with their lanes, this would be perfect. Let's see. Good vehicles. There he is. Am I skipping? I am skipping. I'll have to go back to you said there were some hidden something or other. Hidden mini modulars. Oh yeah, look at that. That would be cool to have. More of these. That would be nifty. Okay, let's go to space. Water Dragon, Steam Power Dragon, Red Knight, the Explorer, Space Racer. I mean, I would be excited for one of these to make it as a finalist just because it would be something new, but history does not look so kindly on some of these designs. So it looks like someone was low-key, not straight up copying, but someone took inspiration from Jonas Karam by making these like sized down people for the Grasshopper Express. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Sword in the Stone. That's kind of nifty. Jazzle with another spaceship. Yep. King Oldendorf with the crystallized Golem Den. I do remember this is an alternate build from last time. I do remember the build last time. Sword in the Stone. Oh, that'll help make things easier. This is unique. Sword in the Stone. I don't know if it has what it takes, but it's unique. That's for sure. Ah, yes, all the orc builds. Oh, I think I actually sorted from small to large, if I had to guess. Here we go. I mean, this is... I think Mushroom Haven, like... He's just hit every single time with his mushroom builds. This one just has to make it. Uh-oh. That's a little bit of a... Go in the opposite direction. But no, I agree. This one looks fantastic. I love the... Oh, shoot. Yeah, that frog looks fantastic. Ooh, Studlake says the boot beats this one, which I think the boot was... What? Series 6? Nope. Series 5? Wait, Studlake, was there another boot? Oh, there's a different boot. Apparently there's another one that rivals the Mushroom House. Garden Boot House. And then Tree Trunk Home. Ooh, okay. So, yeah, no, Jonas Kram's frog is miles better. It's just so artfully crafted. Yeah, no, the design for the boot, it's sloppy. Okay, no. I take it back. Please strike that from the record. It's not sloppy. It's just not as polished and doesn't feel as... I guess just not polished is probably the best way to say it. Like, this one just feels so whimsical. It really does. It feels so whimsical. And the frog, of course, is a much better design. Would we go so far as to say that this designer is kind of taking too much inspiration? I don't know. No, I mean, no, I wouldn't say so dogmatically, but Mushroom Haven has my vote. And that dragonfly is fantastic. And that little leaf boat. Like, all of his designs are so clean, so crisp. Not to mention this, what's this, medium nougat or so? Light medium nougat color for the mushrooms. That's a nice touch. That is a fantastic touch. cattails as well. Yeah, that's got my vote. And Stud Lake, I hate to do it to you, but I got to do it. I have to. I have to. Ayo, there's the Horizon Starfighter Mark II for Jazzle-Kraz. Oh, do my eyes deceive me? Do we have Bionicle in Bricklink Designer Program Series 8? And do they actually low-key look kind of good? Like, I low-key despise brick-built Bionicle. But these ones low-key hit very nicely. Like, definitely inspired by. I think I'm just on Mega Copium right now. They're not perfect. They're not perfect by any means. I like the cohesion in the feet. Oh, Lewa's got those wings. Like, it looks like yellow was the joined theme throughout all of them, which is perfectly fine. Ooh, those claws. I mean, okay. Once Lego finally grows up and creates multiple colored parts for the mixel joints, it will be a wonderful day, and Bionicle will have half a chance. Because light bluish gray mixel joints is going to be the death of anything that uses mixels. Okay, but that's low-key kind of... That's low-key kind of crazy. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows. You know exactly what you're doing here. I'm here for it. Unity, Duty, Destiny. That's great. Well, yeah, let's see what his wow, okay. Salamander the red, Polar Bear the white, Crane the green, Seal the blue, Mole the black, Coyote the brown. With only a designation 810 N1 CL3. I dig it. I'm here for it. Has just about no chance of winning because 80% of the voters in the Bricklink Designer Program are about aged 45 and up, and they despise Bionicle with every breath of their being. So here we are. That's all anecdote, by the way. That represents my own views. Not Bricklink's, of course. Abraham, you missed Bionicle in the Bricklink Designer Program Series 8, to be exact. I never thought I would see this day. I never thought I would see Bionicle in the BDP. Not by a long shot. Not in a million years, honestly. But here we are. Here we are. Dragon Attack, where is Life Bricks? Where is Life Bricks to enjoy this moment as I look through this? Oh, Abraham, you missed the Bionicle craze? That's a shame. I was there for it in about 2002 is when I joined the Bionicle craze. You know what? For Life Bricks, I will give this one a heart. It looks like the designer TLG took out the tower and just left it with the Dragon Attack. Look at all those joints. This one is begging for fabric. Yeah. This one having fabric wings would be low-key amazing. Galactic Sky Pirates. Interesting. There's your Mystic Conclave again. This one might have a chance. Not this one. Galactic Sky Pirates. We'll never get Stickler, which one? You'll have to call out which one, if it's the dragon or if it is the Galactic Sky Pirates. Ooh, I like how it has a stand. That is actually really nifty. Allows you to display it. Jonah Young says, how would y'all feel about a Mars mission submission? As long as it doesn't infringe upon the IP Mars mission. Got to make sure about that one. Don't want to be crossing those lines. Mystic Conclave, not going to happen, unfortunately. Too niche. Much too niche, for better or for worse. Need to oil up these joints. We did not cover buildings yet, Abraham. We are still saving that. This one, I feel like this one has a shot. It's a beautiful design. It is unique. It's a simple, beautiful building. I love the colors popping. You know what? I'm going to give this a love it just because it is fantastic. The inside. Life on Mars. A lot of minifigs. Alphonse says, I think Wayfarer suffers the same with that purple one. Too niche. So, yeah, this one is niche. I think it's a little less niche than the Mystic Conclave. It does have the IP relevance as Mortal Engines, the movie. But I think the fact that it is a beautiful, quaint house gives it some legs. Obviously, if it was like all kind of cyberpunk-ish, steampunk-ish, it wouldn't quite have a shot. But because it's like a quaint little building on top of these wheels and treads and tracks, it's more intriguing to me. So Mad Dad, I'm pretty sure this is the same one that had legs last time, if I had to guess. There it is, KO. Let me go back to where I was at the bottom. Ooh, Hanwas is back with another design. Frozen Water Tower. Ooh, interesting. You do like your translucent pieces, don't you, KO? I like that tree design. Everyone rate King Oldendorf's tree design. How do you do here? I like it sort of viney. It's more of a vine than a tree. Still looks better than the than both of the trees in the yeah, exactly. 10 out of 10 on the trees. 10 out of 10. Oh, some unique little ice creatures. Oh, Stickler Bricks was a tough judge. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. Okay, here's Hanwas's Forest Village. I think you took real photos of this one and built this one IRL. So, what's it? Alphonse says, Hanwas, too similar to his other builds. True, but that's what he's going for. He's going for having his own universe, his own sub-theme, if you will, and hoping that people can jump along for it. I mean, clearly it's done well because he's gotten selected multiple times. So that's something to consider. I personally think this is one of his less inspired designs. However, I do enjoy the rock work at the bottom here. I do enjoy this rock work. Not the best, but I do enjoy it. Merlin's Meridian. There's that steampunk that I was talking about. Orcs versus barbarians. Too niche. Little too niche. Ooh, what have we here? Tale of the West Gate. Oh, wow. What is this? Steampunk Street. What on earth? There's the Kong Skull Mountain Island. Oh, okay. This is interesting, actually. Galactic Space Ferry Mariner. 3,700 parts. Clean design. Very clean design. Looks like it's a very... Ooh. I like this. I at the very least like it. It kind of feels like if Interstellar, the movie, was... like Interstellar Travel became the regular... which it low-key did, but not quite. But if it was just an everyday thing, this is what it would look like. There's an alien stashed on board. Okay, so I was going to complain about not having windows. However, it does look like they have windows on one side. Both sides. I like it though. I like it. I like it. I like it. This one. So it's close. I feel like this is a really good first draft of a design, but it needs a little bit of perfection or a little bit of polishing to really take it to the next level of having a chance at being a finalist. I think as is, it's not quite there. But I really, really like the idea of this set. I think relying on too much water down here isn't quite enough to take it there. It gives me Zelda vibes. Link, like I can only imagine Link would be climbing up here trying to get to some gem or some special plant or tree or what have you. But it's really, really close. Yeah, Clever Pig dropping some solid knowledge. This base is too square. It's not. Oh, it's missing that something special to really make it stand out and say, "Wow, I need this. I need this one." So that's part of the problem with this. But let's see who's the designer. ZT Bricks. I would take this one back to the drawing board and really dig into it. Figure out how you can make it really, really pop. That would be my suggestion. That would be my suggestion from this one. Because I do think you have something special in this design. I really, really do. I like that because it's mystical. It's fantastical. You're wondering why on earth is this floating mountain being chained down to these rocks, being chained down to the water. There's kind of a story in there somewhere. Maybe could have... I get how you could kind of rely on someone bringing their own minifigures to the table, but integrating some minifigures of your own into this design might be a good idea. Who knows? Who knows? But I think I'll drop them a comment and let them know that they've got something special going on here. All right. Well, it's about that time to let you all know that if you haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Helps get this out to other people. Helps spread the awareness. Mystical and fantastical. Mystical, fantastical, whimsical, and... Okay, I'm done. That's all I got. I was about to drop a total M&M bar there, but I lost it. Anyways, make sure you drop a like on the stream. If you're new here, and you say, your face looks sort of familiar, that's probably because you may have seen me from the reveal the last time, a little over a month and a half ago. You will see me again, hopefully, in Brickworld Chicago when we reveal the finalists live. And full disclosure, the finalists just dropped today. Bricklink doesn't even know who the finalists are, so I certainly do not know who the finalists are. These are just my wild, wild guesses. But if you're enjoying your time, make sure you drop a subscribe. If you want to be more involved in the CPA-fol channel and the CPA-fol lore, consider becoming a member. It's the cheapest is 99 cents. Like I've said before, it's one Chipotle bowl for a year if you want to be a joint member for a year. Or it's, what, a Arizona iced tea? Just one Arizona iced tea if you want to join for a month. KO says, anyway, heading to sleep. Yeah, it's probably what? Pushing 9, 10, 11, 12, 2 a.m. there. Definitely go to bed. I'll cover your last one very, very soon. I'm sure you can catch us on the replay. Thanks for stopping by, King Oldendorf. And thanks for submitting to the Bricklink Designer Program Series 8. Alphonse, look forward to seeing you at Brickworld Chicago. Nice. We'll have your submission in person. Ooh, that'll be fun, is what I'm assuming you're meaning there. But that is awesome to hear. Love hearing that. I cannot wait for Brickworld Chicago this year. It's going to be a lot of fun being a part of the Bricklink experience, if you will, in a way, revealing that stuff live and seeing what else Bricklink has to offer the Brickworld community. Let's get back into this one. This kind of cube sort of New Hashima City. 4,000 parts. It's different. It's unique. It's a building. I love those cubes. Holy cow. Looks like a washing machine in the best possible way. This is actually really, really cool. Right, Alphonse? Gives me strong Hashima City vibes. Love the cubes too. Jonah brings up a great point. Alphonse already knows. He knows more than I do, which would not surprise me at all, because I constantly get these wrong. So you better hope I get these wrong. The front looks fantastic. The back is a little lacking, which isn't the end of the world by any means. I just wish there could have been a little more on these bare sides. Just something special, whether it was an alternate brick design or something to make it stand out. It's the kind of holding it back. Overall, beautiful though. Beautiful design. My fear is this one has no back. Let's see. My fears have been realized. Okay, but it's supposed to. It's supposed to be very dollhousey. Unfortunately, that is not for me. Water Leaper. We're here, Water Leaper. Oh, I see how you did that, Water Leaper. Kong Skull Mountain Island, but you say CPA. Didn't they just come out with a movie, Kong, or what is it? Skull Mountain? Skull? Something? A couple years ago, pardon? How is this possible? But this is the public domain 1932 version of that IP, so it is fair game. This is not your first dinosaur, is it? This is your reuse of this from the other submission. Open ravine, nice. Little functionality, collapsing columns, more functionality. The Herculean pole, if you will. Little raft. So my thoughts with this one are, I like the idea. I think it just needs some polishing and needs some finessing. And I know, as is, you are right up against the the cap of parts. So personally, what I would suggest, and you can take my suggestions and say no thank you and toss it away, will not feel bad in the slightest. I would finesse and polish out the dinosaur build just a bit and the Kong build. In doing so, I would probably cut out this section down here, this little house section in the bottom right, just because you need parts from somewhere. Parts need to come from somewhere to make these other things look a little more polished. And then you can add a little more detailing to, I think that's pretty fine. When it starts to get into here, it gets a little too slopey. And then I do understand the need and do like this little steamboat down here. I'm just wondering, where can we cut out just a pinch to make this thing more realized? Because this looks like it's a pretty wide expanse. But that's where my skill ends, unfortunately. That's where my skill ends. Some things to consider, maybe. Whoa. 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 This is unique. Huh. This feels like a crazy story is here. I like that one. I like the story behind it. I like this kind of how it transitions to a different architecture style. Super unique. Ooh, my goodness. I do really love this snot technique. I don't even know how you accomplish that. That is crazy. Wow. I just think it's a little too niche and very much too large. All right, so we're going to move into Water Leaper, who designed the Kong Skull Island, says, we did Space Fantasy, do Art Object. I do have a lot of dino builds. So you're saying I could see your dino? Is that what you're saying? I could remesh, went for that classic dino animal style to keep the parts in with that version. That's fair for sure. Definitely understand that. The part constraint is a real thing. Very much so a real thing. Physical geography of Arizona. Interesting. Don't know if it has what it takes, but it is very unique. I think the problem here is choosing Arizona and Colorado. You would very much need to do, I would personally would have done a map of the whole United States, obviously at a different scale, and certainly not this scale, just to get more involved with at least a whole country. But then you have to remember, most of the voters for the BDP are not American. They are European. So you're missing out on a huge demographic when you limit it to the United States. But of course, you can only do so much. That is, Jonah's onto something. You probably cornered the Colorado and Arizona votes. That is definitely the case. 40. I am starting to fade out, man. I am starting to fade. It's only 9:30. Let's talk about this build for a sec. Rich Herbert. Oh, wait. No, there were more. Okay. Man, this whole thing is just tricking me out. The Mad Scientist Laboratory. Now, I don't remember the initial, if there was an initial design, but this design here is fantastic. Let's see if it does close up. That's very important. It's got a lot of accessories, which is fantastic. A lot of minifigures too. I think we have a crazy doctor in our midst as well. What else we got going here? A nice little story, which is always very important. I definitely like it. I don't know if I would buy it just because it doesn't fit my personal style of sets. But I do know there's a decent demographic for like the monsters / sci-fi in that area. So it'd be interesting to know or see if there'd be people out there that would get this one. But I do enjoy the design, of course. Greatly appreciate that. Void Fury Sword. Very simple design. Be about 20 bucks. Ooh, this is fun. That is really, really cool. Various box redesigns. That is super fun. What do you all think about this one? Is this something you'd be interested in or intrigued by? Yeah, Delusion, this one is clever. Haven't really thought of doing a little box, like a shadow box design. Yeah, Stickler does look very GW. Silver Ball Arcade. Super fun. Unfortunately, I think it's a little too small scale. It is cool, though. It really is cool. Very nifty. Skull of a saber-toothed tiger. That's fun. That's unique. I think it's just, once again, too niche and unique. Did I just mix up two words again? Glockenspiel, Synthwave Sunset. Another art. Okay. Scientist Kit. Unfortunately, I think that is not going to happen. But it is a cool, this is a cool design. Another one. Is that the same person? It is the same person. Still cool though. Tennis match. Oh, you know what? This one was on, or no, this one was on last series. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. A fruit basket? What on earth? Hey, look, there are other ones. Ah, he did do it. He did it. Okay, this one is kind of cool. You're going to get the botanical niche. And you're going to get some adults. Some adult fan of Legos, perhaps? That is kind of cool, actually. I do have to admit it. I like it. I do like it. I do really like it. Actually, I'm going to love it. Oh, we have a video? Can we make it higher than 360p? And that's it. Needs a little more help in the supporting department. And we're done. Already did sci-fi. Night Lord wanted... Oh yeah, I looked at the... abandoned castle again. I think Cozy's similar. Black Keep is new. Looks like you did a bookcase, a storybook style opening and closing. Abandoned Castle, I think it was similar, but it looks a little different, like you redesigned it, sort of, if I recall correctly. But I'm trying to keep moving along because I'm fading fast. Let's do Floral. Oh, he's doing another one of the U.S. Grand Winter Carousel. Oh, there's this one again. Once again, loving those Technic pieces. It's fantastic. I don't know if it has what it takes. I don't know. At 4,000 parts, that is a lot to ask for. And don't show the back of this one. Oh, that is the back. Huh. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that has what it takes. The Creek Cabin, though, that one's, I like this design. A lot of pieces I can only imagine went into the base, which is unfortunate. Fun little cabin build, though. Ooh, interesting. Seaside Salvage. King Creations got a couple. Beach Activity Stand. There it is again. Palm Tree Beach. Oh, there's Lifeguard Tower again. Okay, Sea Mount Giants. Really like this whale shark design. Love the spots on it. Unfortunately, it looks like most of the design work went into the manta ray and the whale shark, because it looks like the surroundings are a little lacking. I would have maybe pulled back on those a bit. You could get a smaller piece count, maybe sub 2,000, and focus more on the sea creatures. That would have been my only suggestion. Wildfire Lookout. Yeah, rock need a better detail too. Let's see. I think I looked at a similar one before for this. But if not, this is a very, very good upgrade to the original one that I'm thinking about. Would look fantastic in a city, obviously. I love the fall colors. I like the roof design of this lookout tower. The stairs are great as well. Wonderful little truck build. This tree on the right, though, could use a little help. It's looking a little sad. Just a wee bit sad. Overall, though, I do like it. All right, let's take a closer look at this one and see if it has what it takes. It's slowly falling downhill. Unfortunately, I do not think this has what it takes. Typically they do not. I don't think Night Lord they've ever shown minifigure counts to my knowledge. Generally, you just gather it from the pictures. A 4-season box. Interesting. Ooh, another skate park. That's fun. Oh, that's fun. Fun times at the vending machine. The giant tiger prawn is back. It's back. A walk in the park. Coco's chicken coop. That's a fun little build. Very close to already existing city sets. For better or for worse. That's what we're dealing with here. I do like this one, though. I do really like it. Unfortunately, I just don't know if I see it happening. Because it's too niche. Oh, interesting. Good call out, Stickler. Blockhead Matt. I did not know that was... I guess now that I'm looking at the presentation, that makes sense that it's Brick Fanatics. Assuming it is actually Brick Fanatics. I like that it's a simple design. It kind of gets the point across. 600 parts. Does the trick. Don't know if it's for me, though. Oh, where are we at now? I did not do building yet. Let's, let me go do buildings. We've got another modern house. Ooh, I really like that. Victorian house. Simple, beautiful. Maybe too simple, unfortunately. Bricksterdam, nice. Brick fit. No. Robotic engineers house. What is that? What is a house? Does anyone know what a house is? I'm not familiar with that. What a house is. All right, let's take a gander at this modern house. Not the best modern house we've ever gotten. Not like Let's Go Lego Bricks modern houses. Those are fantastic. How about this one? How's the back looking? Fortunately, a sunken boat in there. Ooh, it's a little crooked. Wonder why that is. Huh. Just once again, needs to be a little more polished. A little more polished. North Point Academy. Fun little school build. Oh, I like this cabin retreat. The chimney is a little... It feels a little sloppy. That chimney does. I would have probably stuck with some masonry brick a little more. I mean, no. Abe, it's fantastic. I always feel bad when I just like dunk on it. Like, I could never design something like this. I could never design a building like this. I had no shot. I'd like get to the base plate and I'd be like, well, That's as far as I can take it today. Trees. I would have gone for a different style of coniferous tree for each of them. Maybe you make the two on the opposite side the same kind, but if you're going to have two trees, and once again, this is my personal opinion, and if we've learned anything about my personal opinion in the BDP, it has little to no bearing because I'm always typically wrong. But breaking up the tree designs next to each other could have been, something to catch the eye. Ooh, I love how it comes off of the base plate like that. That's a fantastic idea. Sub 3,000 parts. Bravo, bravo. That's a fun little, like a SUV? Is that what you call it? SUV maybe? Little small little cabineted house in a way. Multiple levels, cozy. Even includes a shower. That lookout, that kind of angled window lookout, is very much appropriate for a cabin. Ooh, you're right, Stickler. There's something in that toilet. Someone needs to learn how to flush. And there's a lucky mouse under there as well. So, Abraham, you're telling me this could have been 2,699 pieces, and you had to throw one more deuce of a part in there. Is that what you're telling me went down? Unreal. Ooh, actually, I really like the front of this house. And it's cool. You could flip the house and make the front of the house face the other direction. That's really cool. I really like how you can take it off the base plate. It's really nifty. I collect Lego cabins and would definitely get this. Sweet. Let's Beekeeper's Cottage. Not bad. A little bland on the building color choice, but the overall design of the building is solid. Nightlord has a question. How stable is it when you do that? Are you referring to the fact that you can take the building off of the base plate? Is that what your question relates to? When you can take it off, yeah. The stone kind of makes sense, Nick says. I think you're talking about the cabin retreat. Abe says, I did everything I could to make sure it works. Lots of overlapping bricks and only 4 studs holding it in place. And I think your 4 studs are bing, bang, bong, boom. There you go. 4 studs. I have done a really bad job of keeping track of the ones that I think will make it. Which is unfortunate because I have to make a video after this. In some ways, I feel like it's anyone's game. I really do. I feel like it's anyone's game. There's a lot of new designs. I will say that as well. A lot of new designs. Take it back to Ye Old Barn. I think he did drop the piece count. I believe it used to be over 3,000 parts. He dropped it to 2,400 parts. Colorado is definitely winning, Jonah. 100%. I still like this one. I still really, really like this one. In fact, let's find this one in Series 7. Oh, he made it a couple studs shorter, which I think was necessary. It did not need to be that large. Yeah, it was 3,000 parts. He cut out 700 or 620 parts. He cut out from this bad boy. And I think it works. I think it still works, which is fantastic. Let's see the picture of the second story. Yeah, he just made it a little skinnier. Like it didn't, and I don't think it needed that much room as well. I think it works better at a smaller design. Love it. Love it. Love it. And I think a $200 barn is a lot more palatable for people than a pushing upper 200s barn. So hopefully that helps out. Ah, is this the same person that made the set from the Lego Idea set? I don't know if that is. I do like this one. I like this build. It's been in here several times. I don't know if it has enough oomph to take it to the next level. Clock Tower by King Creations. Oh, My Place was in there last time. Ooh, Cargo Crate Plaza. Got to vote for this bad boy again. Changed it to a beachside cargo crate. That works. Modern Museum. Vampire Lair. Huh, that is quite the name for an ice cream spot. That's an option. The Wiz. Okay, a lot of smaller buildings, which I think is much needed. So let's dig into some of them. This one's kind of homey. Dude is biting it. I don't know. I don't think it has what it takes. Coastal Escape by Brick Jonas. Nice. I like it. I mean, it's small. It's cozy. Maybe a little too small. A little too cozy. I'm being really harsh this series. I don't know why. I just am. It's just how it's going to be. Sweet. Thanks for stopping by. Brick Abe. Great to see you in chats. And we'll see you next time. Hopefully see you in the video I drop. Hopefully tomorrow if I can stick it out. We'll see. I'm feeling a little tired. Ooh. Pirate Haven. Yeah. Exactly. Oh my goodness. It's happening. It's happening. I mean, yeah. I think Alphonse hit it on the head. You are harsh because no one can predict how any of this is going to go. It's a 100-sided dice roll for anyone, not on the inside. It's a very, very true. This one is interesting. I was going to say weird, but it's not weird. It's just interesting. It looks like it folds up, or you can reassess the modularity of it. I don't know if that helps or hurts, though. I don't think it has what it takes. Because I'm thinking like Pirates or Tortuga, but it's not quite to that level, unfortunately. I think it's not as polished, is the problem going on here. I don't, for me at least. Oh, is this, Ryan, is this your build? 11 Mox? Is this your Pirate Haven? You said heck yeah. I kind of was a little intrigued if this was yours. Oh. I was about to go easy on you. Now that I know it's not you. Haha, let's rip into it. No. 4,000 parts right on the dot. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think it is too busy. It's too busy for me. Not to say that it won't be something for someone else. Oh, once again, really solid idea. I think it just needs to be a bit more polished. Like, because for 4,000 parts, people are low-key expecting perfection, I think. No tiled floors, not a whole issue, but definitely something that will turn people away from it, in a sense. Once again, I think it's just missing... It's missing that polished nature of it. It just needs to be a little more polished. But I think if this designer, I am what I am, nice, needs a little more, maybe bring in, so they've got some of this nougat color, medium nougat color up top. Bring some of that down. Bring some of that down here. Integrate that into the build somewhere. Looks like they used some plates here. So using plates, use something else. Yeah, because yeah, once you're hitting that 3,500 plus part count, you really got to use your parts strategically. You really got to use your parts strategically. I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't know how I feel about that one. How do you feel about that one? Once again, also pretty busy. Stickler. I wasn't going to say it. I was not about to say it. Oh, my word. Oh, it's not even late, but I'm like teetering on the brink of disaster here. I don't think I have it. I don't think I'm about it. Oh, here's one by the Ye Old Barn. Oh, that is clean. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is a clean design. 3,400 parts. Better be a Beastie Boy. It's like part of a ship is in a cove, and that's awesome. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one a lot. I'm a fan. Anyone else a fan of this one? Just me? Am I the only fan? You know what? I'm going to upgrade that to love it. Once again, whoops. We've got this design from Delusion Brick. I hope you are sleeping right now, Delusion Brick. You better be sleeping. This is, after looking at this one, this is quite the amazing design. The doors open up the walls for the actually, surely he's got a video. Yeah. Let's watch his video here. Oh, where is it? So you can move the crane up top. Drop it down. You pick up the prisoner. And then this side rock opens up the door with a rope. And then it drops in there. You push it shut. And then it closes with the alternating. Like, this one's crazy. This thing is absolutely crazy. I think if people care enough to comprehend, like, what's going on here, they're going to get this. They're going to want this. It's just a matter of, is it time for medieval, pirate sets to be a thing? Like, do people care enough about pirate? I think that's really the only question with this design here. Because obviously it is very... And the treasure. And it's big. Like, this thing is huge. Let's see if it gave measurements. I don't see any measurements, but man, this thing is nasty big. Yeah, no, that's filthy. Absolutely filthy. At 30, and this one would be under $300 easy, in my opinion. So I think that's an easy pick. Of course, he has Anchor Cove Shipyard again. We've seen this before, recolored, I believe. But once again, just a solid presentation. I love the outside of it. This angle here, so crisp, so clean. I know we've talked about that one before. Coconut Cape. Another set that is so crisp, so clean. I do like this one. I do like this one. Oh, Ballistic Bricks is in the chat. Ballistic, I want to let you know, I don't remember the exact series that you first brought this wonderful design to the Bricklink community, but I've been preaching this one for a while now. I'm actually going to go on a little hunt. I really hope you haven't renamed it. Don't tell me. No, don't tell me. I wanted to look it up for myself. So this is your 5th, 6th, 7th. This is your 4th time putting this design in here. I'm curious, what have you changed with this one? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, are they hiding old designs? Looks like they're hiding old designs from us. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. It looks pretty similar. Am I changing? I fear that I'm changing. Okay, you changed maybe the left side a little bit. You changed the monkey to the seagulls. Adapted for the piece availability, reduced about 100 pieces and improved structural integrity. Nice. No, it's clean, it's crisp. Once again, I think the problem obviously is not with your design. The problem is with the community. They don't know what greatness is in front of them. Stickler hit it on the head. Very clean ballistic, very tastefully done. I love your palm trees. Like, I don't know if I've seen, I mean, between you and Delusion, you guys noted your palm trees. It's like, it seems like it'd be a simple thing, but I mean, layering those palm fronds in an appropriate way, it seems to be difficult. More difficult than people seem to be able to do. So your palm fronds are fantastic. I guess this, if I'm gonna, you know, nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. So let's nitpick a little bit. Some of these, and maybe it's just because the classic Lego bush with the like spiky things that I'm seeing here, maybe it just in my mind it screams like 90s and it's not as polished as I would prefer to see. So maybe that's one thing that I would, maybe this little perch here could be a little more built out. Also, is this a render? Surely you didn't build this in real life. I would be surprised. Oh, and this is an open back, is it not? This is an open back, I can only imagine. Based on the piece count and some of the pictures, based on like specifically this one. That might be holding its back. If there's a way to kind of, I mean, you're doing a good job. Like, this kind of feels natural open back. It really does feel natural. That's a good question, actually. Is that light, bright yellow? That feels right. Yes. Love that roof. What else could we... I just don't know. It doesn't seem like the Bricklink community is ready for a pirate set yet. I don't, well, I shouldn't say that too hard because we have Tortuga Bay, whatever you want to call it, and then we've got the frigate. So they're ready for a select few sets, but it doesn't seem like they're ready for a building style set. They'd rather take the other ones. Yeah, so Nick and Bricks covering up the back it wouldn't go over the piece count, but it's just a trade-off. And if you're starting to get in too high of piece counts, so it probably would, I mean, it could add up to another, it would definitely go over 3,000 pieces if you did it in a tasteful manner to cover up that back. And then once you're going up into 3,000 plus, you're in kind of a new tier of expectation in my mind. So it's unfortunately just not quite enough. That build at 3,000, I don't think it would be enough to play in that category. I think we're on to the last category. History and period. Hey, I've seen this one before. Another repeat, I think. Fun little build. Don't think it's for me. Think it's a little too niche, of course, especially at 4,000 parts. That is tough. I mean, a nice little architectural set. I just don't know if the BDP community is into those architectural sets. Might be the problem. Are these open back? If they're open back, you probably have lost me. Oh, is that where the no cell phone sticker? Yeah. Nice. That's funny. That's funny. And she's got a cell phone right there. Come on, lady. Come on. Ooh, they are not open back. They are closed back. It's got a chance. Once again, it's not refined enough. It needs to be a little more refined. I think the post office is solid, but this dome at the top of this sheriff. But the sand green, you had me at sand green. Sand green is fantastic. Just once again, think it needs to be a little more refined. I probably would have dropped the windmill and put those parts into the one of these two buildings. Ooh, iLucky's got another design. Usual suspect. I like it. My Western folk, how hype would you be for a... Okay, never mind. This isn't a Western. I thought this was going to be a Western one. iLucky's hype with those Western sets. It's a beautiful building. Looks fantastic. I will vote like it. But I don't know, with it not being a Western set and just a museum, it kind of falls off a little bit for me, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. Cool museum. Yeah, Joan, I agree with your take there. The scale doesn't feel right with that other set. Would you say general store? Would need a little more size, unfortunately. Agreed, Stickler. Sand colored bricks are the move. They are it. Interesting idea. I really do like the idea for this. A dig site. Is sand purple a color? Interesting idea. I just don't know if, once again, it's like the BDP community, they go out on a limb very few and far between times, if we're being honest. Ancient Bazaar. Ooh, there's iLucky's sweetness. There's the sweetness. Ooh, good call, good call. Oh, guys, we're getting into some heat. Getting into some heat. Are we still in buildings? No, we're in history and period. Okay, Ancient Bazaar, unique, new. Very colorful, and I appreciate that. This is nifty. This is very nifty. It's just PC, if you know what I mean. Once again, I think it's just a little too niche. It needs to relate back to something. But a lot of people seem to like it. A lot of people seem to like it. All right. Arachno, Californian Village. I'll give this Western. 2,700 parts. Oh no! He went and did it. He took the back off me. You can't take my back off. That's not nice. It's not very kind. If you do like my talking, if you do like my meaning. Okay, this is a new one. How many parts? 25 hundo parts. All right, folks, we got to lock in. We got some iLucky sets coming up. I like it. I like it. How folks, how we feeling about the blacksmith iLucky set? It's sprawling. It's got something special. Let's see what else he's got. Oh, he's redoing this one. I respect it. I respect that. I think this one was in Series 6. I picked it as a finalist. It looked a little different back then. But I dig it. I honestly do dig it. Looks like we have a very mischievous person out back with some TNT. That is a major problem, if you ask me. That's a big problem. They getting robbed? I think they're getting robbed right now. That is not an ideal situation. But clean. Obviously clean. Super clean. Would an Old West blacksmith shop be that large? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Splitting hairs, maybe. All of his sets have backs, which is amazing. This is sub 2,000 parts, which is a good thing. Definitely good to get those smaller sets in there. So if we had to choose one, which one are we going with? That dude does not look like he's feeling it. We have the blacksmith, detective agency, and the Wild West doctor's office. Unfortunately, none of them are super standouts to me, if I'm being honest, which is unfortunate. It really is very unfortunate. But you all have to let me know which one stands out to you the most, because I think one of these might have a shot. Next up, I did want to point out the Japanese hot spring. Jonah, I can only imagine that, and Alphonse, I can only imagine he kept in scale with his other sets. That would be very odd if he did not. Hot spring monkeys, nice. Sliding doors. Looks like that's a sticker. I like the design on this. 2,500 parts. It just feels a little too, I don't know. Once again, it's just missing that something special. It's very tough. Man, this is tough. I think I've looked through all 385 designs. And I don't know. I voted for 34 designs. Let's sort by size, largest to smallest. Compared to medieval town square, and same with the Avengers Tower, short command other buildings, look at X-ray and others. Yeah, no, that's fair, Alphonse. That is fair. No problem, Jonah. I like to look through everything. I don't want to leave any stone unturned with my my analyzation. My analysis. It is my pleasure. It is my absolute pleasure. But we're not done yet. Let's see. Okay. Want to make sure I'm looking at all the right stuff. If there's any new folks that have hopped in the stream, make sure you drop a like. I think most of you have probably liked the stream already. But if you're new here and you've hopped in, since I pestered everyone too, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you drop a like. It's much appreciated. Let's see. I've got a call in. I want to hear everyone's top votes because I want to take it all into consideration when compiling my votes. But I'm glad I read this because I was reminded by someone. Gotta include Dustmark Keep again. Canal. I would be remiss to not include Canal. And then Mushroom. Have that one. Hot Air Balloon. Yes, love Hot Air Balloon. Fantastic set. And Cargo Crate Plaza as well. Agreed on all fronts, Mantizoid. Agreed on all fronts. Let's see. Clever Pig says Hot Air Balloon and that pirate one by Ballistic were my faves. That Hot Air, man, I will literally buy that Hot Air Balloon set, no questions asked. It's a pretty little set, absolutely gorgeous, so whimsical. I said it before, whimsical, fantastical, mystical. How many other ickles can I think of that are appropriate for a CPA-fol stream? That is the real question we must ask ourselves. Ye Old Town Center. Did I look at that one? Oh, I did not look at this one. It did not set off the triggers in my mind that screamed BDP finalist, but that doesn't mean it's a solid little build. Goes with unique little flowers. Viking Shipyard, good call. So yeah, here's what I'm going to do at this point. I'm going to go for voted. I'm going to pick out the ones that I really, really like. Unfortunately, this is not one of them, but it's still a fantastic little build. Pirate Treasury. I'm just going to click on it. Viking Shipyard. Wayfarer's Village. Ye Old Barn. Coconut Cape. I gotta include this one. I have to. Cargo Crates. Mushroom would be absurd not to. Jonah is saying train category seems like it has a lot. Which ones in specific? Because I don't know if I'm quite feeling any of the train ones myself. For better or for worse. There are a lot of train ones. I just don't know if one has what it takes, unfortunately. Sewell. Hi, it's been loving the stream. Great to have you in the chat. Hey, there's a lot of lurkers. Don't feel bad about doing a little lurking. Well, great to hear your voicing up. Could you look at my IKEA village? It would mean a lot. Okay, okay. You are in which category? Let us see. I'm gonna guess it's floral? No. Train? Sci-fi? Art? Object? Which one are you in? How is it not floral? History or period? Oh, because it's like a Japanese. Yeah, Japanese. That makes sense. 1,700 parts. So this is kind of like a mini scale, if I had to guess. Or is it what's the scale of this one? I'm trying to pick it out. I really like the creative use of the upside down flowers. I imagine it's intended to go up against a wall, which is fair. Micro figure scale, okay. Right now, I'm trying to think of where you could have cut out pieces, because I feel like for a set like this, to really get some attention, you want to drop that piece. Because if you have to think, is someone going to want to pay $150 for this? Or I feel like your other option would have been to make it more color popping. So, and let me look at your description a little bit. Found quietly resting among the cedar trees, the IKEA village is yours to explore. Consisting of just over 1,700 pieces, this set depicts a Japanese IKEA village, abandoned house village perched in a lush mountainside. Starting at the walking path tunnel, follow the winding road up to the village and enjoy the peace and serenity of the local flora. Once at the village, feel free to tour its structures. Who knows, you might even find a few hints as to what life was once like in this tranquil place. Remember, if you ever do happen to explore a real IKEA village, please show great respect to both it and the land it is on. That way, others in the future can learn from and enjoy it as you have. Amazing. Yeah, so getting back to this, I see a little micro figure there as well. Just making it pop a little more with color. So you say there's cedar trees. Is there any way you could have given the cedar trees? No, because they're coniferous, so they're not gonna like blossom into no, Nick and Bricks. I do not think microfigure has ever been selected for a Bricklink Designer Program. Maybe if you could have changed the time of year to fall or spring and added either more of a cherry blossom element or orange, yellow, light bright yellow, dark orange, those kind of colors, I feel like it would have made it pop a little more. Or take some creative liberty and instead of sticking with the coniferous trees only, add in some other trees to force the unique color into there, and then making it more than just green and dark green. I feel like it's a way that this could have stood out just a little more. Because I think you've got the inspiration. You have the good inspiration, solid inspiration from this. But it just needs that something special. Because I just think when I'm voting, and other people could think way differently than I do. But when you're voting, and you can kind of tell as I'm scrolling through, like I'm just looking for stuff. It's got to catch my eye. Like as I'm scrolling pretty quick. Oh, Ancient Bazaar. It's a little bit different colored. It catches my eye. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Unfortunately, that was one of the only ones that caught my eye. This one's a fun little build. Interesting. Like this hot air balloon is a perfect example. So imagine if he took this. Imagine if he took this same design and then instead of making a multicolored hot air balloon, it was all like dark blue. Immediately, you kind of turn off a lot of people to that eye-catching look. So having that something unique to just catch someone's eye. Same with Canal Houseboat. Imagine if he didn't have that red strip around the boat. Including that just adds some very, very unique aspect to his design that makes people's eyes catch to it. All right, I think we had a couple more designers in the chat, so I'm going to pop up some of those. Daryl Howell says, did you come on the Steam Dragon? Let's see. Steam Dragon. Which one is the Steam Dragon? Talking about Dragon Attack, Water Dragon, Steam Power Dragon. I did not comment on this one. I felt like it's just a pinch too... Well, no, it's not too messy. I think just it's a little too niche. It's an interesting idea. It's an interesting concept. And part of my reason for this conclusion is the fact that steampunk historically does not do well on the BDP. It's got some needs some legs under before it does that. Alphonse, don't you take that back. You take that back right now. You take that back. Take it back. Take it back. So I think it just needs time before steampunk really takes legs in the BDP, unfortunately. PK Olson. Deep Forest. Yes, I did take a look at this one. I did, and it's actually, if my mind... it was pretty close to this one. Yes. This is a great design. 3,000 parts. That's a lot of parts. So someone's going to be paying at least $280 for this bad boy. I like the idea. The overgrown nature of it is perfect. I think this took the mountain... Which set was like the... I think it was the Forest Stronghold. This is like, in my mind, the true Forest Stronghold. Because it's like got true broken down overgrowth. Like this one, I'm kind of amazed how you got this. It literally looks like it's going to fall down. This part of the building right here literally is going to fall down. But it's standing upright still. It's not, I assume, if you built this in person, it wouldn't go anywhere. But I do really like that. I just think 3,000 parts is a lot of parts. So unless there's a lot of small parts that could be reused, and this could drop down to like 250. But yeah, just a lot of parts is mainly the main thought I had. But I think the idea, the concept is really solid. I don't think you said you had other designs. You did. Oh, you had this one. Yeah, no, I thought this one was cool. Once again, my main thought was that just like steampunk is tough in the BDP. Thought this was a cool design. I really liked how you had a stand built into it. That's nifty. And it makes sense in a way. So I thought that was cool. Okay. Who is next? Pubby? Pubby. See if that's your name. That certainly is your name. Oh yeah, you're the whiz guy. I made a joke about the ice cream whiz. Thanks for stopping by, PK. Appreciate it. Keep designing those sets. Really clean diner. The inside of this diner is pretty clean. It seems like though these lifestyle sets, ever since the old BDP series, they just don't have the legs to make it as a proper finalist, unfortunately. No, I thought Japanese Hot Spring is solid. Was it too many parts? No, not too many parts. I wouldn't say so. I don't know if I really have any critiques for this one. It's just it's going to be in tough competition is really all it comes down to. Just really, really tough competition. So that is where we're at with this one. But I do like it. I do like it. Ooh, you like those headlight bricks. That's nifty. Let's see. I don't think I looked at Vampire Hunter very closely. I think it was just the concept of Vampire Hunter wasn't too intriguing to me personally. Might speak to other people. I think it might just be a little too niche. And then you had, I did look at this one. Let's see. Someone said Gilded. I did look at Gilded Island Keep. And I did also like the colors. I think the roof is a little, it feels unfinished up here. Nitpick, I'll admit it. I do love the medium nougat color though. Yeah, that's fantastic for a castle. Breaks up the coloring from the gray. Yeah, gray. But man, once again, 4,000 parts. If you want to get up to 4,000 parts in a set like this, you have to really nail it. And I think this, in combination with other 4,000 part sets, ooh, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know if it has what it takes. All right, now I'm going to sort it by largest to smallest, just so I can get a clear idea of what we're dealing with here. 3,100. Canal's 1,000. Viking. This one's in the middle. The old barn. Middle. Coconut. Ooh, that is a lot of parts. Ooh, this one is a small one. I mean, come on, guys. This is a gimme. Like, you really think he's going to blow away with his first two sets and not win for this one? Like, it already has 54 comments. This is just a shoe-in for a finalist. It's really there's no chance it doesn't make it. Oops. I muted myself for a second, and then I don't know how long I was out for. Oh, how long was I out for? Hopefully not too long. A minute. I was talking about the freight depot and how I was surprised that she put her to premiere in 4 hours. I would have expected it to be live 3 a.m. this morning. But I feel like I also said I feel like there's just too much good competition in the 2300 part range. So I just don't know if it has what it takes. All right. So we got a lot here. This one is just has to be it. Hot air balloon, it has to be it. Mushroom also has to be it. No questions, hands down. This one, Jonas Krom. Oh, he's already got Mushroom Haven as a shoe-in. So, unfortunately, Canal Houseboat is not happening. Sorry. Designers can only win once per round. So he is out of here. This one is just so unique. But do you think LEGO would portfolio conflict this with the botanical? Jonah, yeah. Jonas Krum is so out because he is so in. It's a finalist on a different set. Yeah, that's facts. Alphonse doesn't think this is in conflict. Interesting. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but Stickler, no figure. This one I feel like is my personal bias coming. Oh, it. Oh no. You're right. It is literally an inhaler. It is absolutely an inhaler. And that's just the way it's going to be. It's just how it's got to be. Yes, Alphonse, I did vote for Cargo last year, last month, last decade, some time ago in the last time. He did change up. I prefer his old design to this one. Oh, Butyrol. I mean, I'm going to include this one in here just for chuckles, if nothing else. But, yeah, it has to be in there. Ye Old Red Barn. No, that literally happens at work, too. There were a couple busy seasons ago. I just would slip into accents like 24/7. In the worst possible way. Not the worst possible way. Just all the time. It was bad. All right, folks, we got to kick out some sets. I don't know which ones I'm going to kick out. Pirate Treasury, unfortunately, I think it's got to go. Too many parts. Too many parts. Yeah. Top 10. Man, this is tough. Dustmark Keep. I'm going to keep this one in here, pun intended, as my castle design. Hot Air Balloon, staying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. With 1 is a laugh. Fruit. Cargo. Ugh. I could kick Cargo and be fine, I think. I think I could kick it. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? I will admit, Ye Old Barn is kind of a guilty pleasure. The barn is just so pretty. It's so well designed. Am I muted again? No. I thought I was muted for a sec. Coconut. All right, everyone on this live stream, I want you to remember this moment because I'm going to delete this one, and I hate that I have to, but I just think it's too piratey and not offering enough as far as functionality. So unfortunately, I'm going to kick this one to the curb, and I hate it. I don't think it has what it takes, and I hate it so much. So I think I've landed on my, and this one's kind of a laugh in a way, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Really 10 plus the Bionicle. So that's where I'm landing right now. What a long trek. How long have I been going for? Oh, we're ahead of schedule. It's under 3 hours. I am way ahead of schedule. Can you all believe it? Thanks everyone for watching. I am going to try and go record a video real quick, do some light editing. I don't think I'm going to go heavy on the editing this time around. Maybe do some cuts and stuff just to... Am I seriously muted again? No. Jonah. No, not Jonah. Stickler. Man, you scared me. You scared me. Oh, but it's so cool. It's such a unique design. I think it's unique enough to where it's got a chance. You don't think it has what it takes? I think it has what it takes. Dweed Friend says dust mark. Is that your vote to kick to the curb? But I think that's part of the... No, I agree. So this one's pop isn't in color. This one's pop is in just the overall design. Yeah, I mean, no, you guys are right. Oh, this could easily go into a city display. Easy. Granted, I don't have a city display, and I never plan to. So maybe I am not who should be voting for sets like this. Okay, also, partially, this is a kind of a guilty pleasure as well for, like, I want people to see designs like this. So I'm going to include this in the video no matter what. Even if I don't think it's going to ultimately make it as a finalist, I just want people to see this design. Because I think the BDP needs more designs like this. More unique designs. I think it's fantastic. This one is space sci-fi. Too much white, says Smoky Smokes. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're not wrong. If you would have chosen different colors for the capsules, that could have been something special. Yeah, so I think if maybe some notes for next time with Zajo. Color up those cubes. Don't use, what's that, dark nougat as your base for this build. Try something a little more eclectic. Make each level a different color. Make it pop a little more. So I don't think they would count this as a building. I don't think they would count this as a building. It would go into space. So you could have a building, a castle, and this. Granted, you probably wouldn't have Dustmark and Wizajo. Oh, folks, I just realized Dustmark is created by the same person who designed Ye Olde Red Barn. That is not a good thing for my breakdown. However, I still want people to see Ye Old Red Barn. But, am I kicking barn? Am I kicking the barn to the curb? Or do I keep it just in for the video? Stickler, yes. At least that many colors. Just so many. They could throw in so many different colors. They don't even... There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 9? 8? Don't I know how to count? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 cubes. You can make them all different colors. And it would work. It really would work. Got to make sure I am... So yeah, those are my takes. Those are my picks. I'm going to keep them as is. I will maybe kick out Ye Old Red Barn just because Dustmark is... Oh, really quick, I want to see if Sleepless Nights took a break. Who else is a usual suspect? We know Hanwas had 1 in there. I think... Who is out? Krakenator? Brickester might be out. Brick Project is out. Krakenator isn't... I think Jazzle did one, right? Yep, those 2. Brickester did... I should probably add an E. Did none. That's fair. I think he's out anyways. Oh! Oh! That is quite the take. Ooh. I feel like those building styles and techniques are way too different. The build signature isn't there. Unless he's really going out of his way to design something different. I feel like it's just different enough. But, I mean, they are crispy clean. Here's what I would say. Yes, Jonah, that's correct. Rich Herbert is back too. This looks more like Bricky Bricks Designs, who's designed stuff for the Lego Ideas program. Good old Bricky Brick. I have Bricky Bricks 82. That might be the same person. I mean, should I include this in the castle mix just because it's a classic castle that people might flock towards? King Creations, you guys are doing fantastic with the call-outs. University, oh, he's only got 4 this time. Unfortunately, I don't think any of these will be making it. For whatever reason, the schools just, they don't do well. And Rich has his 1. Yeah, no Sleepless Night this round. I mean, he's, maybe he's taking a little vacation because I think he has enough to take a little vacation from. Something tells me he's got enough. Let's see if we've got any other takes in the town. Ooh, logging railway. Couple designs. He's got the Grand Winter Carousel. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. All right. Well, if no one has any further hot takes they want to share with the class, I think I'm going to set up the old green screen for a little video. Get those rolling. Get that video rolling. I really want to post it this evening. I know if I don't post it today, I won't be able to get to it until tomorrow after work, and I really just want this thing out as soon as possible. So we're ahead of schedule. Definitely need to take advantage of that. Let's see. Jazzlecraz back as well. I thought I looked him up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got these two. We looked at these. A little bit of recolors. So those are my picks. Very excited for this series. As I mentioned before, the winners will be revealed at Brickworld Chicago 2025. Hope to see many of you there if you are in the US of A for that reveal. Who knows? Maybe I'll be revealing an inhaler. That's that very fine Saturday. You all will know. I'll give you the little inhaler symbol, in inhaler pantomime, and we'll be well on our way to getting that very funny reveal. Appreciate all the kind words in the stream, in the chat. Thank you everyone for joining. Got a couple good picks here. Very excited to see what happens with these finalists. And once I find out who the finalists are, you will be sure that I will not tell any of you. I like that down tight. That is a best kept secret. And once again, it could not be possible with all of you, without all of you in the chat. Could not be possible with all of you. That would be something real special. Could not be possible without all of you. And here's the timeline. They're going to review these for the next month. They got to turn this around in a month. Actually, I want to compare that to a previous series. Is that how quickly they normally turn those around? Well, I guess so. That is how quickly they normally turn them around. But regardless, it's going to be fun, and I'm just very excited. For those that will be there in person, if you have any thoughts about what you would like to see for a live reveal, hit me up in the DMs with any ideas. I'm just more so curious what you're expecting, I feel like, is more than anything. Just curious. Because I know I would have my expectations about what I would think to see. So let me know if you got any thoughts. Thanks, Stickler Bricks. I love the BDP streams as well. That's kind of my bread and butter at this point. Doing the other stuff is fun, but this is just like, this feels like home. I think you all know what I mean. This feels like home. So I will see you all later, and keep it chill, keep it real. And I will have another stream that I do plan on streaming this Saturday. So I hope to see you all again this Saturday talking about some Lego Star Wars. Do you believe it or not? Lego Star Wars on the channel. I've got an interesting topic to break down for all of you. See if I can find a co-host. If not, I'll just solo the crap out of that thing. But looking forward to seeing you all again this weekend. And check out the video. Should drop hopefully by the morning. You all should be able to see that thing. And I'll be excited to hear all of your thoughts. Have a great evening, everyone. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. All that wonderful stuff. We'll see you later.